morning and welcome to St. James Academy as the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam rolls on. Match number 2 today, the Shawnee Mission East Lancers and the Blue Valley North Mustangs. Kansas Class 6A battle coming your way next. Hi everyone, my name is Nick McCabe, joined again by Nancy Dorsey, the head coach here at St. James Academy. Glad to have you with us as well. And an exciting matchup, a Blue Valley North team that was 34-5 a year ago, 5th in the state last year in their state tournament run. They were really good, but they have got to replace a whole lot of offensive firepower from last year. But Coach Matt Allen really likes his team.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch them play. They're young and they have a lot of new faces, but I think they're going to surprise a lot of people. They've got a lot of versatility. They're going to keep people guessing. They're going to be led by their senior libero, Grace Reininga. So I'm excited to watch them play and see what they've got to offer.
Shawnee Mission East, they've got a big returner in Sarah Bingham.
Yeah, Sarah Bingham's University of Illinois commit. She's big, she's strong, she's powerful. She's going to be their go-to girl, so be looking at her to make things happen for the Lancers. It should be a good matchup.
We're excited to have more volleyball action here on Spectrum Sports. The second match of 8 today here at the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam. Blue Valley North and Shawnee Mission East. We'll have the first serve for you coming up next. Back here at St. James Academy in Lenexa, Kansas. 10th annual Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam, match number 2. Shawnee Mission East and Blue Valley North. Kind of a contrast and experience. 3 4-year varsity players for Shawnee Mission East. Pretty much a whole new cast of characters for Blue Valley North. But the coaching matchup is kind of the opposite of that. Matt Allen has been at Blue Valley North now for 23 years. This is his 23rd year. Alex Hinton on the other side, his first season as the head coach at Shawnee Mission East. He's familiar with these players. He's been in the program for 8 years, but his first as the head coach here at Shawnee Mission East. So kind of a contrast in styles on the sideline as well as on the floor.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this matchup. I think you've got some really young talent on the side of Blue Valley North. East number 7, McKenna Simons, is going to be just a super dynamic, athletic. She's a 3-sport athlete, basketball and track, and she's a high flyer, so she should be a fun one to watch. And then, of course, as we talked about, at the start, just over here on the Lancers side, Sarah Bingham. She's at University of Illinois is a great program. It's a big-time program. So to see a player of that caliber playing in a match like this should certainly be exciting.
By the way, Coach Hinton rocking the bow tie today.
I know. I'm impressed.
That is a strong, suave.
He didn't go with the go-to like man's polo. I'm a fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Way to live outside the box. I can support that.
I think we're about ready to get underway here from St. James Academy. Ella Bundy will be the libero for Shawnee Mission East. Just getting onto the floor, just a sophomore. Serving up first will be Julia Mullennix. Got a very good serve and starts Blue Valley North off with a point.
Morgan DeBow in the middle. This is her first varsity appearance, and what a way to start. She gets the overpass and the kill for her first play in a televised event as a varsity player. Pretty exciting.
Mullennix into the net with her second serve. She is the setter, has waited patiently for her turn to be the varsity setter for Blue Valley North. Swing from Jasmine Dulon leads to the point for Blue Valley North.
A little bit of miscommunication on the side of Shawnee Mission East. Got the dig out. But see Bingham playing all the way around. I love to see that. A lot of times when you have a taller girl, typically started out her career as a middle, you don't get to see them play 6 rotations. So I love that she's going to be in there. She's their team leader. She's going to have to pass some balls and make some things happen.
Lift for Shawnee Mission East. That gives Blue Valley North a 3rd point of this opening set.
Roman knew it too. I mean, I saw her, she was kind of coming towards me, and just the look on her face like, oh, that's probably not gonna get called. The Mustangs doing a good job right now of serving Bingham. Make her pass the ball if she's going to be back there. She's not as comfortable as some of those people like your libero that's back there all the time. Make her play the ball, wear her out, because we want her to take less swings.
So Dulon got a couple of points for the Mustangs and then serves that one into the net. Jasmine Dulon, a sophomore outside hitter. Pretty aggressive serving from Blue Valley North here in the early going, and has resulted in a couple of aces and a couple of service errors. Mullennix setting Morgan DeBow, but blocked by Shawnee Mission East.
You're going into that block of Sarah Bingham. You can see the replay here. It's just, she's a veteran player, right? She's got great penetration over the net, and that's a dangerous ball to set in that situation.
A little miscommunication there, and Emily Williams for Blue Valley North didn't really have a great shot there.
Lefty Emily Williams for the Mustangs is a return player. Just a good weapon on the left side, or the right side, excuse me. You'd love to see a lefty, just like you did right there. Turn it down the line. It's a hard ball to defend.
Yeah, her second opportunity went much better.
Yes, it did. You can see she's right out. I mean, she's got no block. The block's floating. She's got a heavy arm.
Grace Reininga, Northwestern commit.
So talented and smart.
Talented and smart. 4.0 GPA plus.
Nice up.
Williams again.
You can tell Williams is going to kind of be that go-to girl. They rely on her. She's got experience. She's played for the last few years on varsity, so why not feed the beast? Great rally there.
Reininga serving again. Miscommunication from Shawnee Mission East.
Nice play.
Smart play by Carly Spockman.
That was a great tip by Spockman. This is a girl who is a three-sport athlete, basketball, soccer, and volleyball. She's the second oldest of 6 kids, so she's got to be tough.
Reininga continuing to serve. Not so much velocity, but pretty good placement consistently. But that time, Shawnee Mission East was able to get in system and get the kill.
I liked that attack by Lauren Dornbush. You can see, that's a tough ball to set. She's coming on the right side. Also a lefty, just those nice, aggressive swings down the line. It's an excellent finish by her.
Allie Slaughter, one of those returners for Shawnee Mission East, but a service error on her first attempt.
You can tell that her and her sister are related. Holy cow. They definitely look like sisters. That's fun. Another team where we've got two teams, actually. Both Blue Valley North and Shawnee Mission East have sisters on the floor. The Reiningas for the Mustangs and the Slaughters for the Lancers.
Reiningas are twins, so both seniors. Dad went to Northwestern for the Reiningas, and Mom played volleyball at K-State. So they've got some of the genetics working in their favor.
They do, don't they?
Addie Dunbar serving for Shawnee Mission East. Good block at the net by Shawnee Mission East, but Blue Valley North will have another attempt. Not much on that swing from Bridget Wentz, and it was blocked at the net.
Kind of the issue right now for East is they have not yet got the ball to Bingham. She's your go-to girl. This girl has got to get set. You got to give her the ball, give her an opportunity to kind of get the momentum going on your side. East just has not been in system enough to get her the ball when she's in the middle.
Kenna Simons, junior defensive specialist, back on the service line. Overpass will give a free ball for Blue Valley North. And just catching the back line is Katie DeLong.
There's not a lot you can do about that. It just barely dropped in the court. DeLong, another two-sport athlete. You see both of those, some of those on both sides of the court. I love to see that. These girls doing multiple sports. Better for their body, better for their development, and obviously great for their schools.
So 10-7, Blue Valley North with the edge throughout most of this opening set. Bingham will drop back to serve.
She just went across the front court and did not get set one time. You think about just the implication of that. You can tell they're not passing, very well yet because they haven't got her the ball.
There's a miss hit there from DeLong.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication on that off play. The libero, Reininga, took the second ball just a little wide. Hard to keep that ball in play.
Shawnee Mission East hasn't really involved their best player, and yet they're still within just 2 points.
Yeah, that would make you nervous, right? She hasn't seen the ball yet, and it's still pretty close. Nice up by Ella Bundy. There it is.
Good set and a good kill, Bridget Wentz.
I like that cross-court cut shot by Bridget Wentz here on the finish. Senior left side, 4-year member of their team. That's just very dangerous, hard ball to defend. It was inside the block. Excellent finish. Nice pass.
Started with the excellent pass. Bachman finished it.
Yeah, I love that. See Dulon there just going to the floor, giving them a good pass. They can do something to run their middle. The middle is such an effective part of the game. You saw that ball just land right inside the line. Anything deep on that line is going to score in this game. High school level, collegiate level, it's just so effective.
Carly Bullock serving now for Blue Valley North and gets an ace. Diving attempt by Rachel Bingham, but couldn't get there.
Coach Allen talked about Bullock's serving. Just it's lethal. It's a low, flat float. Try to read the ball. You think you're there, and then all of a sudden it just drops and heads a different direction. So it's a difficult ball to pass.
That is a tough serve. And Shawnee Mission East gets the side out.
Some net play there on that ball. Tight ball. Setter takes it over. DeBow gets the dig, but overpass and finish for the Lancers. And still within 2, and we have not seen Sarah Bingham get the ball.
So Mia Roman will serve.
She's a fun player to watch. She's been all over the place defensively. She's a setter, obviously, that is her job, but she's also playing defense, which I love to see.
Good block by Shawnee Mission East off the attack from Jasmine Dulon. Dulon with a second opportunity finishes it.
Good Lord, she gets up there. Jasmine Dulon can straight jump. What an explosive player, fun to watch. She just hangs up there and waits, and you're like, okay, she's gonna swing, and then nope, she's gonna wait just a little bit longer. She's got the jumps and she's got the arm. Fun player to watch.
Coach Allen said she does have the highest vertical on the team to really jump out of the gym.
I believe that. You should get the replay on that jump. It was impressive.
Again, the genetics being helpful as we get a service ace from Mullennix. Her dad played football at K-State.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt when you got athletic parents.
Mullennix started the set by serving. That one found the line.
That one was in. They called it out, though.
Oh, that was definitely in.
Yeah, that was in by a whole ball. But it's a difficult angle. Let's see. Oh,
well,
I don't know. On the replay, it doesn't look like it's in.
No, it didn't. That's why we're over here.
That's exactly right.
Not refereeing.
we have the different angle, I guess. Apparently not the better angle.
15-10 our score here in the early going. Blue Valley North on top of Shawnee Mission East. Nick McCabe alongside Nancy Dorsey. She's pulling double duty today. You'll be coaching in the nightcap as always. St. James Academy opens their season tonight against Gardner Edgerton. And there's 2 explosive teams that we're seeing duke it out back and forth here in the early going.
Yeah, this is a fun setup right now. I mean, again, like I've mentioned earlier, Bingham hasn't gotten the ball yet, and it's still pretty close. I'm so excited to see what she's going to bring to this team. They just need to get themselves in system a little bit and give themselves an opportunity to to get the ball to their their go-to girl. Shawnee
Mission East They had a chance to tie it at 10. It was 9-10. And since then, Blue Valley North has really gone on a little run here. Partly due to the outstanding serving by Mullennix. Better pass this time. But Bingham could not, or Wentz rather, couldn't get the finish.
She was trying to, get that finesse play, just drop it right inside the block. It was a smart play, just unfortunately didn't end the way she had hoped.
Wentz tapping it over. Mullennix gets it up in the air. Dulon. Dug by Sarah Bingham. Now Wentz couldn't quite get a piece of that one.
Yes, that was just a bit too tight. And they're just really out of sorts right now. And that kind of, again, always goes back to the pass and serve. They're not passing in system, and their setter's kind of having to scramble, and she wants to get the ball and make something happen. But you got to give your setter a good pass and give him a chance.
That pass went off the ductwork here in the Thunderdome, as the kids call it.
That's right. Credit to serving of the Mustangs. Julia Mullennix right now, senior setter. Back there, she's of the varsity starting softball pitcher. So you gotta bet she's got an arm, right? And so her serve is definitely demonstrating that.
Oh, just a ball up for grabs there in the middle, but DeBow went and got it, got the kill.
She's so cute. She's sophomore young. She just turned around, she goes, that was so bad. That's just it's totally something a competitor would say, right? She wanted it to be better. And that's good, always wanting to make yourself better. She's gonna be a fun player to watch grow.
Mullennix served it, now setting. Did both jobs equally effectively. And the serve of Mullennix so far has confounded Shawnee Mission East.
It really has, and you can see just the power behind it, and I'm sure that comes from her time as a softball player.
So we've got another timeout as Shawnee Mission East tries to get reorganized. They're down big here now in set number 1. Sometimes the timeouts work great, and sometimes they really don't help, as Blue Valley North scored 5 straight out of that last timeout. And Mullennix has just kept it going. I'm not sure when her serve started, but it was somewhere around 13-10. And she has really been difficult for Shawnee Mission East to figure out.
Yeah, and the difference right now is just being in system. The Mustangs are just kind of all cylinders are clicking, and we're just not passing terribly well over here for the Lancers, so that's making things hard. There's Bingham's first swing of the game from the backcourt.
DeBow didn't get much on that one, and Shawnee Mission East was able to take advantage and finally get a big side out and get Mullennix off the serving line.
Good job by Allie Slaughter there. Just first blocking the ball and then having the wherewithal to go right back up and just kind of push that ball to the ground. Get a little momentum going.
Mullennix a back set for Dulon.
Slaughter again at the net. A nice save.
Free ball for Shawnee Mission East. Can they take advantage? Big swing, but wide from Addie Dunbar.
Dunbar's got a big arm swing, so I'm sure that once they get in their rhythm, we're going to see good things from her. Touch. They absolutely touched that. Okay, good. The line judges didn't see it, but our up official said, no, you could hear it. They touched that ball.
Blue Valley North, though, at this point would be content to trade side outs to the end. Shawnee Mission East is going to need a big run on serve.
Yeah, at this point, if you're Coach Henton, you're talking about, we need to just relax. We need to get in our groove. Just try to chip away at one point at a time and see if we can, make some things happen. Great dig.
Williams couldn't get the kill. This time, they'll go the opposite way. And it was Ella Meyer, I believe, that got the kill there for Blue Valley North.
Yeah, heavy swing from Meyer there on the left side off the block. It's so effective in our game to use a blocker's hands, especially if their block isn't set or they're floating and they're just not very disciplined. You don't have to find floor. You can just find hands.
So Grace Reininga will serve with her team up 23-12. And a miss hit there from Dunbar.
The Lancers
are so high in the
yeah,
air.
So high. So much time to think about it. You know, so many things can go wrong there. They're just not in groove. You know, they look uncomfortable, and it's hard. This is the first match of the game. Most teams have only had, you know, outside of tryouts, like 8 practices. So we still have a lot of cobwebs to pull off and things to figure out. All of us.
Service error gives it back over to Shawnee Mission East. But another side out here would give set 1 to the Mustangs. This is the younger Bingham, Rachel Bingham, the freshman for Shawnee Mission East.
There you go.
And the block by Sarah Bingham in the middle. That one was solo.
Yeah, we've seen her make a difference at the net, but we haven't been able to get her the ball. She's obviously a force to be reckoned with as a blocker. She's strong. She can, even on that ball where she wasn't super disciplined, she can convert. So doing a good job at the net. Nice.
And they went back to Williams.
Nice up. Great swing by Williams.
Mullennix kept it alive. Meyer blocked. Blue Valley North was in the 4 hits, okay. Bingham serving again. And an ace.
She got some serious air on that celebration. I love to see these kids get excited and just happy about, I mean, they're down by a lot and just, they're not giving up. They're still fighting. Again. She looks surprised by that one. That right there is one of my least favorite rule changes of all time, the let serve. It used to be when it hit the net, it was side out, it was a missed serve. Now it can hit the net and just dribble over.
Yeah.
Oh, hate that when you see a game end that way.
It kind of rewards the team that had the not great serve.
Right.
You hit the net.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. But that side out off the service error, kind of an anticlimactic way to end the match for Blue Valley North, but they had built such a big lead that they were able to ride that one out. 25-17 our score in set number 1. We'll be back with set 2 after this. So Blue Valley North, they built a big lead. It was really close at 10-9, and then all of a sudden it was 23-10.
Yeah.
And Mullennix was a big part of that. She reeled off around 8 straight points on her service game. And it was Blue Valley North that was able to coast on in and take set number 1. See if Shawnee Mission East maybe, though, got a little momentum, maybe got a little more comfortable in the latter stages of that set. The set had been pretty much lost, but they still had an opportunity to try and work on some things, and we'll see if that's able to pay off here in set number 2, if they can use a little bit of that for some momentum.
Yeah, I think as a coach, when you're down by that much, you don't ever want to see your team just like roll over and die. You know, keep fighting, keep fighting. So Kenton's got to be happy with the fact that they didn't just give up, because it didn't seem like that was a lead they were going to come back from.
Right.
You know, they kept fighting. So that's positive. And in these beginning matches, this early start of the season, those are the kinds of things you're looking for from your team. Like, what kind of grit do they have? And I thought the Lancers definitely showed some grit there. And they're smiling over there on the bench in their huddle. And I think they know, like, okay, that wasn't great. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna be better this time. We're gonna be, you know, the team that we know we are, and give up, you know, give more of a fight. So, and for the Mustangs, everything kind of seemed to click and go really well. And it's amazing in this game how that can change on a dime. You know, it's just, God, the first set we had complete control, and then the team starts playing better and they start doing things. You just can't ever take anybody for granted.
Well, we had one team here that was 34-5 last year, but lost most everyone. Had very few high-level returners, at least. And another team that had been more of a 500 type of club, but had a bunch of folks back. But it kind of shows that sometimes really great programs. They just breed success. And though you've got younger kids that maybe nobody else knows, but are waiting in the wings to really take over.
Yeah, there's something to be said about just having a competitive varsity team. And, you know, sometimes there's JV teams in the state that would give some other varsity programs a run for their money because they're just, you know, patiently waiting for their turn. And that's kind of what Alan had said about his setter this year, Mullennix, is that she, you know, she had to wait. And now it's her time to shine. And I really appreciate those players that are patient, because I think in the society we live in, we're very much like, I want it now, is immediate gratification. And so, you know, credit to her and credit to all those girls out here that are getting their first go at varsity play, and they're putting in the time, and they have a good attitude, and just something you want to really celebrate.
The one thing Shawnee Mission East does have, though, is they've got all that experience. So we'll see if their experience and their veteran leadership can help them come back from a one-set deficit here. They've been in this situation before.
They have, yeah. And you can see Bingham over there trying to get her teams kind of on the right path. And I really hope to see her get set. This next set. Another miss serve. Matt Allen just made eye contact with me and just kind of rolled his eyes, and we laughed because it was like this last year. They're just, again, this beginning of the year, we're excited, we're anxious, we're just maybe a little overzealous on our serve. We're going to take our time a little bit.
Jenna Tiemann, an excellent serve for Shawnee Mission East.
That ball just took a dive. I mean, I thought they read it right too, and then all of a sudden it just dropped. It's the danger of that float.
I think she kind of mishit that one a little bit, and it went way further right than she intended, but it was pretty effective nonetheless.
Yeah, I think way further right than everyone intended. Sometimes it's those mishits that really catch everybody off guard. Wow. They're going to call it. Dang it. You wanted to see that be a kill because it was fun and exciting. But you got your first glimpse of what Bingham can bring. You know, I mean, that was like on the 2-foot line. Yep, about 2-foot line. And unfortunately, they called her in the net. They didn't want to call it. They kind of looked at each other like, oh, do we have to? That was exciting. She's got a smile on her face, and she's ready for the next one.
Reese Nix serving for Blue Valley North, and she'll get to do it again.
Called the back row attack there. The setter can contact the ball on their side. The net you see there, she's reached over the plane of the net, which is where we develop a problem.
Ties it at 4. Nix clipping the net. Is that let serve again? It'll be a free ball for Blue Valley North.
She found it.
Trying to go cross court.
She literally came down off that swing with kind of like, oh shoot, I hit it out of bounds. And then line judge's flag goes down. Oh, wait a minute. Right inside that line. You could just do that every time. Always get a kill.
Line judge was right on it. So Nix serving again. This time a good pass. Bingham hit that long though.
Her first true set of the game. The other one was an overpass, so just got to find her rhythm, get connected with her setter. I would look to see the ball go back to her again.
Three straight for Nix on her serve, and another really good serve. Dove at the last second, and diving attempt to save it by the defensive specialist Tiemann came up short.
Reese Nix's sister, Kirsty, played on the team last year and was an all-conference player. She's now at UCM. Their dad played baseball at Mizzou, so yeah, good genes on that side as well.
Sarah Bingham couldn't get much on that one. Just had to tap it over. Now maybe here an opportunity for Shawnee Mission East. Bingham with the set. Blue Valley North ends up with the kill.
DeLong with that kill on the right side. She's a basketball player also. You can kind of see she's here. She got a little off speed, just kind of underran the ball a bit, but kept it in play and hit off the block for the kill.
Too strong on that serve. But a good run there for Nix.
Nix, one of the 2 setters on the Mustang side.
Now, Rachel Bingham had some success in the last set with the serve. And starts off well once again.
We're seeing a lot of that today. Aggressive serving, aces, and then with that comes some misses. So we're gonna see that kind of, I'm guessing, all day, up and down a little bit.
Clips the net.
There it is again, my favorite.
William Reininga dove at it, couldn't quite get it back up. Bingham again. A little easier play that time for Reininga, but couldn't make it once again. And 3 straight quick points for Rachel Bingham, and the set is all squared at 8.
Reininga is a great passer. She's a senior. She's been around for a long time. It's just sometimes when you get aced, it just gets in your head a little bit, and then it's the next play and the next play. It just kind of has that ripple effect.
Valley North was in the net, so another point for Rachel Bingham. The freshman is serving it well and has given Shawnee Mission East the lead. 4 straight points for Bingham. Blue Valley North trailing, but leading 1-0. Matt Allen called timeout, trying to stop the momentum that Shawnee Mission East has built behind the freshman serve of Rachel Bingham.
And Bingham starting to make some big-time Bingham plays. She's been great at the net and the block. Anytime that you run anything directly at her, it's always ending in the Lancers' favor.
And clipping the net.
She was under the net.
So that will end the run. Miscommunication there on where the set should be.
Yeah, just having some connection issues with Bingham in the middle. A little tight, sometimes a little too low. She's a great player, though. She can make things happen with just about anything. She just overran that one, got her foot caught under the net.
So McKenna Simons will serve for the Mustangs. Wasn't exactly how they drew it up, but Dunbar got it to deflect off the block and out of bounds.
Honestly, sometimes those kills are the most effective, and they can be debilitating to a team's defense, because your defense starts at the net. It starts with your block. And if your block is getting used by hitters, it can be very frustrating.
Dunbar serving.
Nice.
There we see again the elevation of the sophomore Jasmine Dulon.
We should count how long she's just kind of hanging out up there. It seems like 5 seconds. She's up there and hanging and waiting, watching the block and finding the hole in the floor. She's so dynamic. Such a fun player to watch.
Right now, only at 5'7". If she grows maybe a little bit these next couple of years, she could really be a dynamite player. Add a little bit of height to that vertical.
Hey, you know what? Small and mighty. I'll take her just as she is.
Indeed. She's got the look of me of somebody that's really going to be an effective player.
DeLong.
Yeah,
on the right side.
DeLong, yeah.
Yeah, she's strong and physical, and it's a really great place to put somebody like her who's got some size, who's a physical player, because they're blocking, arguably in most cases, the left side, who's going to be the go-to girl for most teams.
Tried to go cross court there, just a little bit wide.
She was just a little late to that ball on her approach, but you can tell she's just really you're gonna see her from the start of the season to end of the season have a ton of growth. She's got a ton of potential.
Real close to having a deflection there, but
yeah.
Blue Valley North pulled away in the first set. Diving attempt made by McKenna Simons, but couldn't quite dig it up, and We saw Rachel Bingham have success. The freshman, now the senior, Sarah Bingham.
Tell you
Back
what,
there serving, rather the junior.
the Lancers have perfected the serve drop. I mean, their serve is, right now, it's ace or error. They're either getting the Mustangs all out of sorts or they're serving it out.
This one's been back and forth. Shawnee Mission East holding on to the 1-point lead right now. Mullennix did lots of damage in the first set. Her serve was the difference in set number 1. Might have been deep. It's going to be a free ball for Blue Valley North. Then they noticed it wasn't going to fall inbounds, so just let it go out. Heads up play there. Ties it up at 13. Mullennix served it into the net, so it kind of makes my next question a little moot, but I'll ask it anyway. How much are you thinking about it as a team when a server ran off 8 or 10 points on you the last time they were up? How much do you have to think about that again when they're up again?
You are absolutely thinking about that.
You're desperate
yes.
to get the side out, I would assume.
Absolutely. You're like, we need this to be a first ball side out, and especially if you're the person that she was picking on, you know, because then it's in your head a little bit like, oh, God, she's coming back at me, you know. And as a coach, you know that the kid is thinking that. So there's just a lot of this game is such a mental game. There's certainly physical aspects to it, and they're very important, but the mental game is just as important. Net.
Setter was into the net just a little bit, Mia Roman. And that gives Blue Valley North a 1-point edge, 15-14. As Dulon, the high-flying sophomore, back to serve. Sarah Bingham from the back row, dug out by Mullennix.
Nice block.
Williams, dug up by Bingham. Free ball for Blue Valley North. Meyer going cross court but missing wide.
Nice little rally there. Some blocks, some good digs happening. There's a block from the Lancers. And the ball ended up floating out of bounds.
Tied up at 15. Mullennix a back set.
Nice save by Williams, yeah. She put that ball in play. There it is. They're starting to use Bingham a little bit, even from the back court. And that's the whole point of her being in there. If she's going to be in there and she's got, you know, such an effective swing, you got to use her, you know. Give her the ball. So in the last, 3 rallies, she's gotten 2 balls in the back court.
Right, I'm sure her defense has progressed and continues to progress, but she's not in there because she's not a 6 rotation player now because of her defense. You want her to
She's in there to take some swings. Yeah, we got to take some swings. But I love that they're developing her as a 6 rotation player. That's what is absolutely best for her, and so important to see that. Just because you're tall doesn't mean you can't pass. And just because you're small doesn't mean you can't be a killer. Because, I mean, look at Dulon. They called out of rotation on Shawnee Mission East. It's lots of different rules. It's one of the hardest things to teach young kids is how, like, where they have to be and who they can't be behind or who they have to be in front of.
That serve was nasty. Got right into the body.
Yeah, Grace running her with that ace.
Yeah.
Deep float serve. And now they're back up on top.
18-16, Blue Valley North trying to sweep Shawnee Mission East in 2 sets. Match number 2 of the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam rolls on next. 18-16, Blue Valley North on top by 2. Dunbar blocked, but it goes out of bounds.
That was a nice delivery, a nice set by Roman to Dunbar on the left side. Dunbar, as I said earlier, has a great arm swing and just swings right off that block.
So they get the side out. Back within a point. Jenna Tiemann. She's got a good serve.
Nice hug.
Mullennix going over on 2.
That was a great play by Dunbar. Just seeing that coming off the net, taking that ball. Oh, that's up. That was up. Oh, running good, knocking over her teammate.
I think Blue Valley North got into the net.
Allen is arguing that ball was not up. The official's telling her it was my call. I saw it as up.
So that ties it up at 18.
Well, that certainly was an exciting rally.
It was, including that great up.
Nice pass.
Right down the line goes Meyer.
You could just see that. You could almost guess how that was going to play out. It was a great, diving pass. She set that ball right at the pin, right where you want it as a left side, outside the block, and just gave her that line ball. So awesome. So fun to see.
And so now Reese Nix, who's had some success on her serve, had success earlier in this set. Serving, kind of staked Blue Valley North to the lead. And of course, I built her up.
You jinxed her.
It's right into the net.
You can see both coaches every time there's a missed serve, just the frustration of just, again, this early season opener. Haven't played anybody but each other for the last 10 days, and that was strong. Nice save. That ball's out. That was exciting. She had to just dive out of the way. Jenna Tiemann having a laugh at the fact that she almost got hit by a ball that was out of bounds.
Dare I mention that, that Rachel Bingham has had some success serving as well.
Holy moly. And like at least 4 of those in this match where she hits a let serve and it just dribbles over the net.
We'll step aside with them, 21-19 as Blue Valley North calls timeout. A little bit of momentum for the Lancers. Down 1-0. So Rachel Bingham continues to serve. And that one was just a bit long.
It was close, too.
Dangerous ball to let go.
Yeah, yes, you gotta follow that one all the way out. So right now, if you're Hutton, you're just saying, okay, first ball side out. We got the lead. We're right back in it. I mean, this is such great evidence of that. You just never know in volleyball, right? The first set, it really wasn't close, and East was just all kind of out of sorts. They're passing better. They're able to get Bingham to be more involved.
But Simons gets a point on her serve as the kill attempt from Shawnee Mission East went deep.
And right now, you just got to keep the ball in play. Let them make the mistakes. Keep the ball in play. Push it to the third set.
It's a double hit. Called the lift.
Honestly, I couldn't see it. I was blocked by the official. Let's see here. Tip. Oh, yeah. Whenever you bring your arm from completely behind your head, they're going to call that every time. Sometimes it's just optics. You can actually do that and it be clean, but it just doesn't look clean. So they're gonna make that call every time. Nice swing.
Just caught the line.
Goodness.
Katie DeLong.
As much as the Lancers have just kind of nailed that drop float, the Mustangs have absolutely just crushed the ball at the line. So many balls that are close. They're letting them go thinking they're out. That just crushes your soul right there.
All tied up at 22 for Carly Spockman. Oh, that ball might have been too deep.
I think that ball was probably out. She took it above her head, so she tried to set that ball, and there's a good chance that ball was going out. But you've got Bingham in front row, so you know who you want to get the ball to. There it is. Out of bounds.
Bundy adjusted that time and let it go by. And we're tied at 23. Just that. Those last couple of serves, Blue Valley North has been able to get 1 point on serve, and now suddenly they're kind of having the advantage. Sarah Bingham serving. So she'll be on the back row.
Nice up.
Attacking from the back row, but mishit it into the net. Quick side out for Blue Valley North, and if they can get one more point on serve, they will steal this second set after trailing moments ago.
And look who's going back to serve. Mullennix for the Mustangs just served them off the floor in the first set, so everyone's thinking about it right now. She's going to want to serve the ball to Bingham and make her pass.
Floated it right over and comes up to set.
Great block.
Good save, but that's going to go over. And can Shawnee Mission East keep
Wow.
it alive? They do. And they got a chance to set something up here.
No.
But Bingham's going to have to make it a free ball for Blue Valley North.
Oh,
but a misfire.
And the air just flies out of the balloon. I mean, Allen's up. He's like, it's okay, it's okay. It was a great rally. So many great plays made there. She just got a little overexcited on the set and pushed that ball out to her star out there, Dulon, and unfortunately it was just a little too far. Both sides a little nervous right now.
Mia Roman serving. She gets the ace. Simons couldn't dig it out.
Roman, another three-sport athlete in this game. She runs track, she plays softball, and of course, she's out here on the volleyball court today, doing a good job for the Lancers, keeping them poised and calm. Oh my goodness.
A set point for Shawnee Mission East is a service error.
Oh man, the coach in me is in pain. Game point, that ball's got to be in play. I love that she was being aggressive. We want to really make them play the ball. Let them have to do something. Let them think about it. Let them make mistakes, especially after having just aced them.
So here's Dulon.
Nice serve.
Overpass leads to a point for Blue Valley North. Put away by Morgan DeBow.
Great finish by Williams. Obviously started with a good serve, but Williams, her feet weren't quite underneath her, and she just made a good decision, just pushing that ball to her left.
I beg your pardon, DeBow was there in the middle. It was Williams on the outside that got the kill. Set point here for Blue Valley North and a chance in system. Back set for Williams.
That's
down the
up.
line. Good dig.
Goodness.
Oh, and Wentz
I was stressed.
mishit it.
Williams had a great last couple plays there, right? The big swing, smart at the net, tough at the net, helped the Mustangs get that game point they've been fighting for a while.
Williams will get credit for a couple of kills there in the last couple of points for Blue Valley North, and the Mustangs take it in 2 games. Back here at St. James Academy, Blue Valley North wins it in 2 sets, but the second one was hard fought as they defeat Shawnee Mission East here today in match number 2 of the 10th annual Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam. Nick McCabe alongside Nancy Dorsey, and that was an exciting match, especially there in set number 2. I think both teams have to be pretty happy. Shawnee Mission East did not play very well in the first set. They came back and they looked like a competitive 6A team in the second set. It was a good set for them.
They did. Yeah, they definitely got off to a slow start, but I think there's a lot of promise there. They've got a lot of youth on their team. They're just going to continue to make strides and grow. And with Bingham just kind of taking over a leadership role and being in their 6th position, she's going to get more comfortable, and everyone's going to get more comfortable with one another. So I think they're going to do great things. And North, I thought, looked really good. They looked fresh, and they have some familiar faces, but a lot of new ones too. And so that's exciting. I think they're going to be more versatile than they were last year, and have more options offensively. And I thought their setters did a good job of making things happen.
Well, Nancy, we're going to let you take a little bit of a break. I'm back for one more with your friend and sister-in-law, Jill Dorsey Hall. She'll be up here in just a moment. Lee Summit West and Blue Valley Southwest will be our next match, as it's Blue Valley North knocking off Shawnee Mission East in 2 sets here in match number 2 of the Spectrum Sports Volleyball Slam. Again, we continue with Lee Summit West and Blue Valley Southwest next. Hope you'll stay with us here on Spectrum Sports.